channel. So today I'm about to make two types of vattayappam, one which is a traditional one. Here you can see I've added rice powder and water and I've been stirring it till it turns thick. Once it turns thick, turn it off and keep it aside once it cools down. You can see here in between I've actually diluted yeast and sugar in warm water. Stir it and keep it aside for 5 minutes as well. So you can see here for making the kappi, it is called, I have added rice flour and water. Once it turns thick, turn the flame off. To another bowl, you can see I've added here rice powder, around 3 cups, a pinch of salt. Then give it a good mix. Then to a grinder, I am adding in grated coconut. Now to make soft vattayappam, you need to add a lot of coconut in this. So I have added one whole coconut, grated, add a little bit of water and then grind it to a smooth paste. This is how it should look like once grinded. Now you can see our kappi, which is cooled down and our yeast has been activated. Make sure that you don't stir the yeast while mixing it, and once you're about to add, give it a good mix and add the cooled kappi. Then goes in the grated coconut mix. Now using your hand, clean hands, just give it a good mix. This is how the traditional vattayappam used to be made during the old times. Give it a good mix, and in case if you see that it is dry a little bit, you can add a little bit more of the kappi. It should not be a flowy consistency. This is how it should look like. Clean the side edges of the bowl and set it aside for some time. Now here you can see almost around overnight I have covered it and kept it aside. It's almost ready. Here now we have not added any sugar content. You can add sugar or you can add grated jaggery as well if you want to substitute for sugar. I've added here sugar and giving it a good mix again. This is how it finally looks like. Perfectly fermented one. Give it a good mix again for the final time, and then we'll transfer it to a greased bowl. You can use any kind of bowl. Grease it first before adding in the batter. So here you can see I've already written, I've added around 9 full ladle of batter to the bowl. Give it a good tap in case to remove any kind of air bubbles in it. And I've already steamed my steamer for around 5-10 minutes, and then I'm placing my vattayappam. Finally I've garnished with some cashew nuts and nuts. It's up to you in case if you like it. So this is how a traditional vattayappam used to be made at the old times. Next I'm going to show you how we normally make our vattayappam right now in our new time, modern time. So you can see I've taken here the normal rice, raw rice, washing it very well, and then I'll keep this aside for overnight, filling enough water. Then next day goes in the grinder again, a whole grated coconut and water, same as well. You can grind it to the smooth paste, transfer and keep that aside. The same bowl itself, I'm not washing the grinder, I'm adding in the soaked raw rice along with water, grind it to a smooth batter. I'm doing it in batches, you can see. So this is the thickness, it should not be too thick. Now here it's the same way I'm making kappi. Instead of rice flour, I'm using the batter itself, around 1 to 2 tablespoons, adding a little bit of water and then cook it on low flame. Try not to get the color should not change, it should be the white. Instead of kappi, you can also use rice, but if you're using the red rice, the color of the vattayappam can change, because of which I'm using kappi, so I can get the correct white vattayappam. Adding that along to the batter and then add the grated coconut as well. I've covered here and kept now for almost 8 hours. And finally I'm adding the sugar. For a flavor I'm adding cardamom powder as well. You can skip that if you don't like it, and then goes it to a greased tray. I'm adding here grapes and nuts. The same way you can steam this in steamer for around 15 to 20 minutes, and then you can find our Vattayappam is ready. So these are the two types of Vattayappam that I've shown, one which is a traditional and one which is a modern way. Both are the same. You can, the one thing you can keep in mind is to substitute jaggery instead of sugar in case if you like that way. So do give it a try.